What is up, Volt Pub Stomping? It's Cozy here with a gameplay commentary for you guys over my boy Volt Cookie's gameplay. It's a solo 161 KD on the map Comeback, playing some domination. So enjoy that gameplay in the background while I tell you guys a story today. Alright, so today I wanted to actually tell you guys a story of something that happened a couple of years ago during the summer when I tried to go to the movies with my friend Stanby. So it's just a long, hot summer day where you're not really doing anything. You guys ever like find yourself in the summer like, I have no clue what to do, just bring me back to school, blah 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 blah, like shit like that. That was exactly what was going on. We were getting like cabin fever. We really didn't know what to do. We were bored out of our minds. So we decided to go to the movies to, you know, cool off, I guess, see a movie and just get out of like the, I guess, his house. So we show up to the movie theater. You know, we're going to see a movie. I think it was like the movie Riddick. All I know is that it was terrible. You know, we go in, we get our candy, we get our popcorn, we get our drinks, you know the works, whatever you get when you go to the movies. So we walk in, we sit down, we're just sitting there, you know, talking during the coming attractions, all that shit. And then all of a sudden, we're just sitting there, doing our thing, doing our normal movie thing. You would think like no disruptions during your movie. You know, people are pretty respectful around here. Every once in a while, they get the people like screaming their head off in the movie or the guy that's talking on the phone. But for the most part, nobody's really going to come in your movie theater. Nobody's going to really come in and ruin your time. People are pretty respectful. People know that people are there to actually watch a movie and have a good time. So nobody really ruins it for anybody. But no, this lady took it upon herself to be, well, the best person that she could be, of course. And she walks in, or should I say stumbles in. She basically stumbles in like the drunkard she is. She's just wobbling and, you know, just doing the whole drunk thing. Walks over to me and my friend. We're sitting there and I'm just like, this lady's on some really fucking dank shit. I don't even know what the hell she's doing. She comes over to us and she's like, hey, could you read my ticket for me? I'm a pretty polite person, you know, I don't turn people down unless they're being really fucking weird. And at this point, I thought the lady might have just been a little disoriented. I don't know, who am I to judge? So I take her ticket and I read it. And it's not a ticket, it's a coupon. It says like 1 large free popcorn and a drink or something like that. And I read that to her and she's like, oh, I thought this was my movie ticket. And then she's sitting there, you know, and then she's just standing there contemplating life, just kind of staring off into the distance. You could tell that she's in like a drunken stupor and she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. And then she's like, I'm looking for a fight. You guys don't want to mess with these guns. Anybody in the mood to fight? And then she starts grabbing her flabby forearms and squeezing them. And I'm just like, I'm gonna throw up. This lady is squeezing her flabby forearms in front of me, asking me to fight her, but I don't even want to be in the same room as her. If I was a girl, I would have fought her because she was fucking starting to piss me off. So I'm sitting there, I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I'm just kind of awkwardly sitting there, minding my own business, pretending to laugh, kind of pretending that she's not even standing there, trying to like strike up conversation with my friend as he is laughing his ass off. You guys ever be put in like an awkward situation and then your friend just starts laughing his ass off at the worst time to make you start to laugh? So I'm just kind of holding back a laugh while trying to entertain conversation with this lady and kind of pretend like it's not happening. And yeah, shout out to Stanby for laughing his ass off and making that 10 times as awkward as it needed to be. So at that point, I'm just like, yeah, you know, normal things. And I whisper to Stanby, I think we should leave. I really think we should leave. This is not a good idea. And he's like, no. We're gonna keep watching the movie. Just ignore the lady. Meanwhile, the lady's not even bothering him. She's just talking to me. So she goes in a drunken stupor. She like inches her way towards the seat, like inch by inch. And then she just ends up sitting down and like crushed herself inside of the seat. So she's just kind of sitting there chilling, drunk as hell. And then the movie starts and a guy walks in. And mind you, before any of this, before basically she even started a conversation with us, she's like, I'm in a bad mood. My fiance died today. But then there's this guy that walks in. He's walking in towards her. He takes a seat next to her and puts his arm around her. Just some random dude. They start kissing and doing the whole make-out shit during the movie, you know, the couples thing. But her fiance died, so who in the fuck is this? It's either she's lying to us about her fiance, she's hooking up with a guy the day of her fiance dying, or I have no clue what was going on. All I know is that lady was getting some action, and that guy, he looked like, what's his face from, he looked like Danny DeVito. So Danny DeVito is sitting there making out with this drunk old lady who apparently wants to fight with her flabby forearms all over the place, and I'm just kind of sitting there like, I'm very uncomfortable. They're like 4 seats away from me. This is very uncomfortable for me while standing. He's just sitting there on his ass, enjoying the movie, not a care in the world, as his friend Cozy witnesses the flabby forearms making out with Danny DeVito shit that's just going on right next to me. So during the movie, she starts deciding to do some yoga moves, you know, lifting her legs, putting her head between her legs, you know, all the normal stuff, putting her legs behind her head, and he's just sitting there enjoying it, and she's just, you know, doing her thing where she's like wrapping her legs around her neck or whatever. I don't know. She was like a fucking snake or some shit. So she was just doing yoga, just lifting her legs in the air, getting up, doing like those weird squat things, and just like flipping flipping herself around in the seat laughing. And I'm at that point, like, if you're gonna mess up my movie, I'm gonna be pissed off. But you're also making this awkward as shit, because if I mention it to you, you're not gonna do anything. Talking to a drunk person is like talking to a 4-year-old. They're really not gonna do shit. So she's just sitting there with Danny DeVito, just kind of drunking it up around, and randomly throughout the movie, she's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. No. She can't just whisper to Danny DeVito. She's gonna be like, I gotta go to the bathroom, to literally announce it to the entire theater. So, you know, whatever, I respect that. She's gonna get out of here. Maybe she's just gonna die on her way to the bathroom. I don't know. But she goes to the bathroom, and she's gone for at least a half hour to 45 minutes. She comes back with a complete tray of food and just everything. She has chicken tenders, she has fries, she has biscuits, all the shit. Like, she has shit that they don't even sell at the movie theater. So I'm just sitting there like, this bitch got out of the movie theater, bought food, and then came back in. Like, I didn't see any of that shit behind the concession stand. And honestly, I was kind of jealous. Which leads me to my next point. We're just sitting there, and about 10 minutes later, I guess she was not satisfied with their fries. But, you know, when you're not satisfied with your fries, you offer it to the people next to you, right? No? Oh, well, she did. I'm just sitting there, and she's like, hey! And she, like, pokes me. Hey, you want some french fries? No, lady, I don't want your drunken, diseased french fries. I am not a hobo. I'm not sitting in here. I have a normal life. I can afford french fries, and I sure as hell don't want yours. See, that's what I'm saying inside my head. But instead, my polite brain decides to say, oh, no, thank you. And that was probably the most awkward time I've ever had in a movie theater, ever. Definitely leave me a comment in the comment section with what is the most awkward time you've been in a movie theater, what happened. Definitely let me know. I'm very curious. But if you enjoyed this video, definitely hit us up with that like rating, hit subscribe and all that good stuff. Leave a comment in the comment section and come check out my channel and the Pub Stompers. And I will see you guys next time. Stay cozy.
Everything I do is one big show. It's about damn time that I take control. Put me under my